I want you to look at this. This is not getting done, and your department needs to handle it. We are already behind schedule on this.
No, I get it. We put in a new budget request for the new requirements. We'll be able to catch it up.
All right, and then what about this number down here? That is really low, and that is unacceptable.
Yeah, I didn't notice that one.
You
I'll
didn't
ask
notice
Stephen
it?
about it.
Yeah, you need to ask.
Hi. So, how'd it go with Mr. Calderon? Did you get a good scope statement from him, or is that bastard still holding out on you?
No, I think I got a good scope statement. Actually, it's measurable, and it includes acceptance criteria as an objective measure of whether we succeed or not. Would you like to hear it?
Certainly. Let's hear how you did.
Okay. All right, we're no longer talking about world-class customer service because even Mr. Calderon recognizes that that's unmeasurable. So here's what we finally agreed to. By survey, 70% of the customers rate our service as excellent.
Okay, what are the current survey results?
It's only 23%.
Ooh, this is going to be a tough project. Wow, you got a tough one, girl. Okay, so, well, at least you did get a great scope definition, so you did a really good job with that, and now you know exactly the end result that you want to deliver, so yeah, okay, it's good.
All right, that is excellent work, okay? Now you can work on identifying the biggest sources of customer dissatisfaction and address them as your major deliverables.
Okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, the survey company had data on that too.
Oh, good.
The biggest areas of dissatisfaction are billing, overcharging for services, and incorrect answers, and rudeness on the phone.
Ooh, wow, okay. Ouch. Well, it's no wonder Calderon wants to improve customer service. His division is doing a crappy job. You know what that says about the manager? So, I guess you're ready to rock and roll then.
Oh, wait. Aren't we forgetting something? Remember, we have to assess the feasibility of the project.
Okay. Correct, yeah. That assessment is going to flow right into the business case. Right, Veronica?
Yeah, absolutely right. Calderon has spent too much money on the previous failed projects that aimed at world-class customer service. With Angela's scope definition, we at least have a solid start. Did Mr. Calderon talk to you about the feasibility assessment?
You know, that's one of the things that's really got me worried. He told me to write 3 to 4 page justification for the project and present it to some steering committee, but then he took off to vacation in Jamaica.
Oh, so he is so sleazy. Yes, sticking you with that. Remember what I said about making you do all the work? The feasibility study has to be presented to the steering committee, the top 5 executives in the organization. I mean, they evaluate all new projects over a certain dollar amount that way. You'll need to show them the business case, but the feasibility assessment comes first. Wow.
I don't know. Well, what is this feasibility assessment? I've never even heard of that term.
Well, unfortunately, we just got the concept of a project steering committee approved, and I am still working on the protocol for it, okay? So you'll have to wing it, but I'll be in the meeting, and I'll certainly look at your work before you present it, all right?
Angela, the assessment of a new project must cover a couple of specific bases. So, first of all, you have to analyze whether the project is even technically feasible. In this case, you're going to have to make major changes to the customer service database and systems. So, what you probably should do is get a hold of Mike Shaw.
Mike Shaw?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the project manager in IT who's responsible for the customer service systems.
Yeah, but Mr. Calderon said for me to do this project myself and not let anybody else know about it.
He's unbelievable.
Mike Shaw is a key, critical stakeholder whose support you need, all right? If you talk about a project that's going to make big changes to one of his systems without involving him in the decision making, you'll be cutting your throat, all right? So you have to meet with Mike Shaw to do the technical feasibility, and that's a critical part of the assessment. You know what? You can tell Mr. Calderon that I insisted you meet with the stakeholders before coming in front of the steering committee. All right?
Okay.
That's a common best practice in project management. We don't do any planning in secret.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So that will get the first of the assessment sections out of the way. Yeah?
Yeah.
So the second is going to be legal feasibility. So are you going to be changing forms or contracts, guarantees?
Yes, Mr. Calderon wants me to make wholesale changes. He even gave me a list of the changes to make.
Okay. Well, first thing that you need to do is trot your little butt down to legal.
Okay.
And in that department, you'll talk to Jane McClowski.
Yeah.
She's the lawyer there who's responsible for the customer service division. Show her the list and get her opinion of the feasibility of it. Okay. Now remember, in this assessment, you are not the expert in any of these specialties. Okay. Your job as the project manager is to engage the experts and get their opinions. Okay.
I think the next space you want to cover in the assessment is operations. All right. I'm sure Calderon has lots of changes to procedures and processes. Did he happen to mention the name Sally Fitch?
Yes, and he said that she was not to be involved in any of the project planning because she always stood in the way of the progress. So, I haven't met the woman.
We will fix that this morning. It has to be done. She is a senior manager in customer service, and everybody reports to her. She knows customer service unlike anybody else. All right? Now, she can be a touch difficult.
Sorry. I mean, really. Okay, she's difficult.
As I was saying, she can be a touch difficult, but she will never, ever give you a bum steer. Okay. All right? Sally is also a key member of your project team, and she has to be involved in the assessment. She doesn't get along with Calderon, which in my book is a big plus for her.
Yeah. Let's see. Another thing that you have to cover would be the economic feasibility, because the project will not be cheap. That's a guarantee. So you're going to also need to assess the availability of the resources of the people so that they can do all the work. The resources to do the work. And I think that pretty well covers it.
Oh, no. There is one more thing I would like to add. The changes in the project needs to be, I'm sorry. Change in project.
Camera and action.
I think that pretty well covers it.
No, there is one more thing I would like to add. The changes this project needs to make in customer service are monstrous, and there's going to be a lot of cultural changes for the people in that division. I think you need to think about the feasibility of making those changes. You can start with human resources. I will give you some names.
Okay. I really have my work cut out for me, so is there anything more?
Well, there's just one little itsy bitsy teeny tiny little thing. The business case. The finance people can help you with this, but you need to prove to the steering committee that this project is worth doing, that it's worth the money.
Okay. I'm not really the financial type. Can I get some help with that too?
Oh, yeah, you absolutely can. There are people in budgets and finance who will help make very rough projections of the cost and duration of the project. They know how to use data from previous projects to make analogous estimates of your cost and duration. Okay? They'll also help with the benefit calculation, which is always tough. It includes developing data on the basis of return on investment, payback period, and net present value to prove to the steering committee that the project is worth doing. Okay, this is key. Remember, a project manager doesn't have to be an expert in all of these areas. She just needs to know how to find and use the expertise. Okay?